This is a terrifying ghost story. If you're new here, hi. I usually talk about some pretty scary stuff, and I actually have an email associated with this account where anyone who finds this page can tell me their ghost stories. And let me tell you, these are genuinely terrifying, and this is one of them. So let's get into it. This story comes from Sam, who says that this is not the most interesting ghost story, but I beg to differ. And Sam, on this particular night, was laying in bed and had woken up in the middle of the night. He says it was around 2 a.m. It wasn't out of the ordinary for her in particular because she says that she was scared of everything as a little girl, and I feel like that's not super uncommon for children, period, to be scared of the dark. She goes ahead and gets up and goes to her parents' room because she cannot fall back asleep. And for context purposes, I will be going over the layout of her family's room. The way that this room was set up was the bed, from my understanding, was on the far back wall, facing the door that Sam had just come into. And it's important to note that Sam's parents actually slept with the door open at night in case anything were to happen. So she crawls into bed and she's just looking out of this doorway. She cannot fall back asleep. And right as she's dozing off, she sees this tall, thin woman with pin straight hair walk down the steps and onto the first floor. At this point, Sam is frozen in fear and is wondering, who is that? Because everyone in her family who had longer hair either had shoulder length hair or very, very, very curly hair. Not this long pin straight hair that she had just seen on this woman. After this woman had reached the first floor, Sam says that there was just this loud bang that came up and she has no idea how to describe it. She has no idea what it was. It wasn't the cabinets closing. It wasn't a door slamming. It wasn't her jumping off of something. It's just this unknown loud bang. And what is also important to note is this was not a trick of her eyes. This was not somebody that she was seeing in the complete darkness. This woman had walked by the nightlight that they had in their hallway. So Sam was 100% sure that this was a real person. And at the end of her email, she is trying to rationalize, and she has been saying for years that she just doesn't know if it's the trick of the mind, her imagination. She doesn't know what it was, but she knows for certain that she was not dreaming. I'll be honest, I just saw the movie Weapons, and there's a scene in the movie that reminds me of this particular story. If you know, you know. And if you don't,